Hello everyone, today I'll be making a video on this 42-inch Silkon spinner in antique brass. I got this at a thrift store, and the blade, if you can see it, this is the one that's scratched up, had actually been bent at nearly a 90-degree angle to the motor because someone, I don't know if they're being lazy or they didn't care or what, had set the fan fully assembled on the shelf and just kind of pushed it on there pretty forcefully. Luckily, most of the other blades are in decent shape. I did put Old English on them at one point, but they could use probably another coating or two. As you can see, this is a later one that has a ball socket. The only other two I have are double claw hook. I don't know the specific name for it, but from the outside it looks like a J-hook fan, but if you take it apart you can see it's a different style mounting. This one's just a ball. The ball's metal, not plastic. But I like the look of this fan. I like the look of the other canopy more on the older style ones, but this is still a nice looking fan. I did not know that these came in antique brass. I thought it was only the 52-inch ones. And another thing I noticed is that this has the same blade bracket as the antique brass 52-inch one, at least the one I have. It's a smaller bracket, and the bracket itself is actually threaded. So it also brings the blade down a little more, while the brown and brass 42-inch Silkon I have comes pretty much directly out from the motor. Light kit's not original. The light kit that was on there when I found it was not original. It was a modern one with candelabra base, and it was all broken, so I didn't want that. This is more period correct though, from what I understand, and I like the 3 light kits more than the 4 light kits, but I could never find a 4 light kit for the brown and brass one. I'm trying to think of anything else I was going to say about this. Oh yeah, it's got a little bit of damage on it and stuff, but it's antique brass and most of that gets covered up. Bearings are good. They probably need grease because they're loud, but it seems like a lot of Silkons have that issue. So yeah, we'll start out on low. This is a pretty good air mover. I know they use the same motor in the 52-inch fans as the 42-inch fans. And I think that was the only 2 sizes that these came in, but I'm not sure now. That's what I've seen. But I don't know if they down-tune these motors at all. I personally don't think so, because these are pretty powerful. I think these are more powerful than the 52-inch ones. Granted, the 52-inch one I have has solid wood blades, which was a thing with the older 52-inch ones. With the older style canopy, is I believe there was an option for like a solid wood blade. They're really nice. They're really nice looking, but I think they're a bit warped. It seems like all of these have the issue of being slightly warped. Even this one, the blades are pretty... I got the blade pretty much in clock with the motor, but it's still it has a little tiny wobble to it. Alright, we'll do medium. That light kit was actually a little difficult to get on because of the it's nearly the same size as the housing here, and the screws mount at the bottom like that, but I was able to get it on. One thing else I've noticed about these fans is, I don't know if it's just coincidence or something reacting, but the logos on them fade more, it seems like, on the antique brass ones than on the painted ones. And I don't know if that's just a coincidence from the ones I've got, or if that is something with the metal reacting with the sticker. But it's just an interesting thing I've noticed. On the brown one, the sticker's in near perfect condition. This one's kind of faded. It's more of a pinkish rather than a red like it used to be. Alright, now we'll do high. And you see it wobbles a little bit, but it's not bad. And spin down. Another interesting thing about this fan is that on the spinners they tend to have this decorative brass, well, it might be brass plated, but this ring that goes around the entire motor. So because there's just a empty space there, and I noticed on this one that it's actually brass. It's not antique brass. So I don't know if that was a thing about all of them, or if this was a mistake or what. But it's interesting that it's just interesting that that's like that. But you know, all the other hardware is antique brass. All the bolts on the bottom, the screws, they're all antique brass except for that one piece. So I don't know what that's all about. Like I said, good bearings. It has a good spin down. And of course, like the other fan, I believe I mentioned it in the last video I made of the brown and brass one, the blades are pretty much the same color as my entertainment center, which I think is really cool. And I'll show it real quick with the light on, just so you can see what that looks like. Oh, looks like I have to turn on the switch real quick. There you go. There's just some LEDs in there. I think they're 40 watt equivalents, or 60 watt, something like that. Alright, well, that's all for now. Thanks for watching.